Yes.
Are you saying that Exit Strong will be my Facebook platform, and the other one, I don't know what you do. You send it to mothballs or whatever, and then that will include both my private and my family.
Yeah, I'll share a screen in a minute and show you what we got.
Good. I have been told that Exit Strong is a good name.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay. So why don't we just do that? Show you what we got. Just how to carry on. You can see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Alrighty. Just drop this box down a wee bit. So I'm officially you on Facebook at this point.
Okay.
And this is your actual Facebook page with number of friends here.
Okay.
So this is the one you got at nitsan.gable.5. So if I look at, 1 second, if I look at the email you sent me. So that is this one here, the nitsangable@gmail.com.
Okay.
So that's the one you want to log into as Facebook.
Okay.
So we'll need to pick a cover picture, obviously. But what will happen is if you see in this top right corner here, this little drop down arrow, right up here.
Yes. Yes.
When you click that, that will now take you to Nitsan Gable Exit Strong page.
All right.
Which is, I just put a picture there for now.
Yeah.
But this is your business page. And you don't need to log out and log into a different email to get to it.
Okay.
And I've labeled it Nitsan Gable Exit Strong. So it's registered with Facebook, so we own that. Now what I've also done is I've asked Facebook to take over the 84 friends that you had on that other Facebook and make them into likes. That takes a couple of days. So that's in the process. I can't control how quickly Facebook does that. But
well, a couple of days is not going to change my life.
No. But that's what's happening. So the simple thing is this is your personal page. So you can see that you have friends. And then you literally click over to here. And that then becomes likes. And then this is where we're going to be doing our business.
Okay.
Perfect. And then what I've done is I've, in the settings here, I have, you'll see here, right now I had to make both of your Facebook profiles edited, so ignore this one at the bottom.
Okay.
Basically, you and I control this page at this point.
Okay.
So that's what we have. And if you ever bring on a virtual assistant or anything like that to help you with your social media, we can add some. But it's always good to have two people because if ever your Facebook profile gets taken down for whatever reason, then nobody could access your page. So it's always good to have two people to be able to access your page, if you like. So we have that. So what I'd like to do just initially is, do you have an image up here that we could just add from your photos to just bring a picture in? So we can do that. We look from, these are all the photos. I have to keep moving the box out of the way. We have so few photos. We have none. So we need to put a picture up there.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if it should be something architectural.
No, I'll tell you the big change.
Okay.
I am not going after architects at this moment.
Okay.
And so instead of architects, I'm going after business brokers.
Business brokers.
They are the ones who corral in all of my ideal clients. They're the ones who are going to give me a list of all the business owners who want to sell their businesses.
Oh, that kind of business broker. Yes.
Yeah. And so my marketing is to them. I don't know that it changes, or there will be a parallel marketing in which I speak specifically to business brokers as opposed to business owners. I think, though, that, I mean, if I would now be able to find the picture that expresses business owner, it would be business owners and not business brokers.
No, no. And it's much
So
harder to find someone who's selling.
I'm not as specific anymore about architects. That will be a subcategory somewhere.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
I've been told by a number of reputable sources that, yeah, man, very good, much better.
Excellent. I like that idea. There's a big business broker here in Vancouver, and I get an email from him every couple of weeks with a business for sale. And he lists the EBITDA and what the value. Oh, the dawn is breaking. Let me share this moment with you.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Lovely.
Day.
Lovely indeed.
A lot of my neighbors have like their tree lights on, but I don't think anybody has them on this morning. Nope. Just me. Just me.
Thank you.
So, your Hanukkah is very, very soon, right? Next Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm not as precisely timed. I don't remember where it is and when it is, but
my calendar says Tuesday, so
I believe you.
So how observant are you to festivals?
We are tired Jews. We've been traditional, and at this point, my good wife just is sick of the whole thing. I am more involved, but with respect to Hanukkah, it turns out that or I'd say in many observances, to people who are not on their own committed, believing, observant Jews, when the kids no longer are interested, then the parents are no longer interested. So all the little ceremonies and the singing and the lighting candles and all that stuff, we used to do it, and now Hanukkah just passes.
Okay, fair enough. I just wanted to be sensitive to your calendar. I didn't know.
You're a sweet guy. No problems. Also, Hanukkah is a minor holiday. It doesn't have any real restrictive commandments.
Oh, okay.
You can do anything as long as there is a commandment. The rabbis instituted that we light candles for that.
And that's on the menorah, right?
That's on actually, good man. So menorah is a general word, and it usually refers to what was in the temple, which has 7 stems. And we know that for sure by the Arch of Titus in Rome, where the Romans have sculpted how they carried away the treasures of the temple, and we can see them carrying away the candelabra.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you can see that. We are very sensitive about those things, so we know it.
I like it.
One of the customs of Jews visiting Rome is to go to the Arch of Titus and spit at it. But, Hanukkah is about the miracle of 8 days, that the small amount of oil that was left in the temple was lit, and it burned for 8 days, even though it was only enough for one. And so the Hanukkah it's called a Chanukiah as opposed to menorah, and it has a different structure.
Oh my word! I'm learning as I go.
Yes. By the way, I noted to myself that I can enrich you beyond the monetary donation I give to Jonathan.
Absolutely, yes.
Which is if ever you want to study something in the Bible, if you call me up and you set a time, I can give you insights you wouldn't have otherwise.
I would love that. Yeah, I was showing my daughter the triangular game that you gave us.
Yeah.
So we said we would do that. Probably not this weekend, because she has her staff party this weekend that we're hosting for her church. But very soon. It's on our games table already. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Excited to do that, actually. I'm excited to do that. Another question for you, just purely because I was watching CNN this morning, the American Embassy relocation to the Holy City.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, right?
That is a tremendous thing.
Yeah.
I would say as an historical symbol in Jewish and Israeli history, not since the Balfour Declaration was there something that was such a symbolic step of recognition.
I agree. Yeah.
And it's so, there are so many stupid Jews who are saying, no, it's not a good thing. It's never going to be any different. More than half the people are just so stupid. It's just unbelievable. No, it's not the right time. Really? It's not the right time. You're waiting for peace to come before the right time.
Peace will never come.
You know, in 1947, the United Nations voted for partition. And then the question was, will the Jews accept it? Will the Jews living in Israel accept it? And there was a guy named Ben Gurion, one of the great leaders of the world ever. And he said, we got to take it. It's the one chance we got. And everyone was saying, no, it's not the right side. We don't have anything. It's like, it's an absurd thing. There were so many people against it. And they just don't understand. They don't understand. How can you reject that opportunity when a world power gives you recognition?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But you know what? Jesus, I don't know. There are people who just don't get it. That's always going to be true. But thank you.
I'm excited.
For the question.
The reason I ask is I'm just wondering, as a conversation point to begin with,
yes,
that's something that you might want to make a comment on.
I like your approach.
I'm thinking your ideal client may well be Jewish.
First of all, that definitely is a possibility.
Yep.
Always a possibility. Those guys are everywhere. We kill them and they'll sprout up everywhere.
Grains of sand on the beach.
Just impossible. So I wish we were numerous. So, but I think what you've strengthened, and which is find your voice and speak it.
Yep.
And if people don't like it, well, too bad. There are enough fish for me. I don't need to beg that people like me.
I mean, you may even just ask the question by using the news story and just saying, this is now happening. What do you think?
Well, here's my question to you. And I told you that your approach of telling stories as really the power behind all of what we're doing.
Yes.
So what's the story I'm going to tell? I don't want my Facebook page to become like these people who can't stop talking about Trump. You know, I don't want it to be a political.
No. I wouldn't even.
My question to myself is, how do I frame that in a way that it isn't just another idiot who knows nothing shouting slogans? Right? It has to connect. No.
Yes. Yeah. So if we find Bloomberg or a news story that's unbiased, and then we just use that as the base, if you like. So a story that's non-biased as far as whether Trump's made the right move or not, and then we have to just start asking these questions just to build some conversations in. But it's establishing your historical background. Your perspective, will come through in the way you reply to people, but you don't necessarily have to say, this is a wonderful thing. What do you think? I would just ask the rhetorical question.
Well, already now that you've asked the question, you've stimulated my thoughts that connect to it, because one of the bullet points about me, which I present to people as a reason to work with me, is that I trained infantry in the Israeli army.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's on your LinkedIn.
If you're an Israeli, you say it's a big deal, but for everyone else, it really sounds.
Well, 'cause there's still national service, right?
Yes, yes, and we're still respected as a well-run operation.
Oh, very much so. Yeah. The other strand right now is the fires in the not New York, in the Los Angeles area.
Oh, fires, yeah.
And I mean, they're horrendous from what I understand. And
well, looking at that, it seems unreal. I mean, is this happening in America, in California of all places? I mean,
and they can't control it because
I don't know if it would make any difference in Wyoming, but it's
Los Angeles, because of the winds, they can't control it, right? Until the winds die down.
Yeah.
And yet I read an article this morning, I was up early, that someone said that last night, because of the winds, it actually cleared the air. And this fellow said for the first time in 46 years, he'd seen the stars super clear from Los Angeles because there was no pollution. There were obviously this terrible pollution, but the winds have cleared the air in a different way. Very interesting.
Well,
so what he was basically saying was he saw a meteor shower as if, like, you know, Armageddon is coming down on him, and at the same time there's hellfire all around. And it's like, what is going on? You know?
Yes. What you're demonstrating right now is ways of discussing something or presenting something very, very helpful and valuable. Yes, because I don't want to be the pump. Any old thing. Just get something out, man. So you can.
No. There have to be, and obviously there's a very large Jewish community in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of people's businesses at risk because of the fire. Some of those businesses may cash out and never come back, and some may realize that they're not as bulletproof as they should be. And
exactly. It's a shake up of our confidence.
Yeah.
We're going to last forever, and everything's going to last forever.
As you said, who would have thought in the United States that could happen, right?
Would you? But I mean, is this not unreal? And then the connection for my message is very clear.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, beautiful. I thank you for that. That's really
good. So in context to Lindsay's course, you're going to write it on your board.
Well, I'm just going to have to drink.
Oh. That's a big, long room. I didn't realize how deep it was.
Yeah. This is half of the garage.
Oh, wow.
We don't get to, in winter, we have to chip off all the snow because the cars are outside. but my wife gets to exile me to a place where I won't bother anybody. She wants me somewhere where we don't want to see him. We don't want to hear all his noise. He's makes so much noise.
As long as he just keeps paying the bills.
That's what she's waiting for.
I'm with you, my friend. You know, my wife is not even here this week.
Oh. Yeah.
Hence me being up so early because I don't sleep well when I'm by myself. But she has a group of girlfriends from our church circle, and every early December they take 3 or 4 days away. They stay in a cheap hotel in the United States, and they do all their Christmas shopping as a group of 7. And they go out for dinner and walk into the small hours and then spend the whole day shopping, and they love it. So
wonderful.
They'll be left, what day is it today, Thursday? Tuesday afternoon, I think. Or was it yesterday morning? No, Tuesday afternoon. And she comes back tomorrow night. So,
well, you see, if you talk to me about all I do is bring in the checks. So this is what I have in front of me all the time. You can see one face is if I bring in the checks, and the other picture is if I don't bring in the check.
And I'm taking it Caro is your wife's name.
Caroline, yes.
Caroline, okay.
And for some reason in America, they just cannot pronounce Caroline. I don't know why. They all pronounce it Carolyn. No, it's Caroline. It's got an E. Caroline. I don't know.
Incidentally enough, my mother-in-law's name is Carolyn.
There you go.
It's Lyn.
Yes.
And Debbie's middle name is Lynn because of that. So, yeah. Okay. So what I would suggest is that we find a couple of news stories straight out today around the fires and around Jerusalem. And I might, we could do it together and share those posts. The other thing I'd love to do, based in context to Lindsay's storytelling, is let's write a blog using that news story as the context for the blog. Now, I know we haven't got a website live yet, but we can still write a long form article on Facebook, and we can also write this on LinkedIn.
Okay, so I have a few questions.
Yep.
Is this, do we end in another half hour? Is that the way it works? Or can we go over?
We can go over. Yeah, I'm not in a big rush. Yep.
Okay, so let me sketch out a skeleton of what I'd like to go over.
Yeah.
And as what you've just told me is what you plan to go over, correct?
Yeah.
Let me see if there's heat in here. Sheesh. There we go. You know, in San Diego, people are walking around in t-shirts.
Yes, indeed.
Come back to Boston, people have winter coats. Okay, so
I did so love my day in Boston on Sunday, my friend. It was amazing.
Yeah, did it work well?
Yeah. We stayed at a Marriott because we have a Marriott card and we use our points, and it ended up being in the Custom House, right in the middle of the old Custom House. It was an incredible experience.
You know, I imagine Boston has more history than Vancouver.
Just considering Vancouver is just 128 years old, something like that, you'd say.
Yeah. Did you go on the Freedom Trail?
We didn't. No. Ended up, a colleague of mine, his name is Ron Cooming, who's an SEO expert who I've done some work with, reached out to me on Saturday and went, "You're in my city. He said, let me show you around." So he picked us up from Concord and with our suitcases and everything. And then from Sarah's event, drove us through Harvard, through MIT,
yeah,
all around, and then took us into the Old Town, showed us the Boston Common area and all the amazing side streets of historic homes, and then took us down to the wharf area, and we parked up and did the something square and all around that area.
Faneuil Hall.
Yeah.
So
we went to the site of the massacre and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, if one thing that I think has enriched me in Boston, if I talk about experiences, is doing the Freedom Trail, which is there are a line of bricks that actually lead you through the Freedom Trail, and you do pass where the Boston Massacre is. But when you do it with a guide, and some of these guides are dressed up like...
Yes, and we followed a guy for about a half an hour for free.
Oh, okay. Then you've got the taste of it. And
yes,
then afterwards, you go into one of the bars and you sit there with the guide and you ask lots of questions.
Yeah.
And these people are doing it because they're just so... They're nuts about it.
Yeah. Oh, it was... Yeah, we got to the point, he kept looking at it to say, "Dude, you didn't pay for this." But it was great.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, and
the other thing is, which is sometimes good things happen in the world, and someone in the Jewish community, a Holocaust survivor, he succeeded in convincing the mayor and all sorts of other authorities to create a Holocaust memorial in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really exceptional. It is exceptional. It's when you approach it, you see these 6 chimneys, and out is coming smoke.
Oh wow!
And it's all made out of glass, and people walk through it, and it's just
I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
Something exceptional. And this year, twice, some maniac threw a stone and broke one of the panels, and it was a heartbreaking thing. It never had happened before in like how many years? 30 years that it's been there. And then after it was repaired, another person smashed it. So, but that's just a side story. Yeah. So anyway, next time you're in Boston,
I will.
So here are the things that I have questions.
Yes.
I want some guidance about YouTube channels.
Yep.
I definitely am going to be sending out YouTubes, and the question is, should I make a separate one? I'm guessing called Extra Strong.
Yes.
I've got others that are Nitsan Gable and Wild Books and stuff. Another thing is that if you have any other guidance about Facebook Live.
Yep.
Madeline has just begun something, a challenge, right?
She has. Yes, it's 30 days. And in fact, you didn't make it, but yesterday's call with Lindsay, we moved it to 4 p.m. rather than 10 a.m. Was with a former Fox News video editor.
Yes.
And I'm just about to upload it in a second here. And I could give you the link while we're on.
I can get all the replays.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You can. Yeah. But I literally haven't, I just put it in the chat so you can have it already because I haven't posted it yet. But that was yesterday's all about how to do good video.
Right. So, any guidance about Facebook Live?
Yes.
If you think that Madeline is going to give sufficient, then you don't have to repeat it.
I've watched one of her videos of the 3 or so. I mean, it's really a kick in the ass to get out and do it and finding subject matter and how to do it. They're not very well done. I would actually say, for a lady who's telling people how to do video, to be holding the phone like this, while she's talking. It's a little disconcerting for me because it's too wobbly. But other than that, it's very good. Yeah.
Well, aside from the wobbliness, if she gives guidelines on more the everything other than the wobbliness, then that's okay.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm not sure where she's going with it in terms of a call to action or a sell. I'm sure there'll be a sell at some points because I know she has a connection with a studio in Detroit because when she did her live event, part of the live event was everybody went and made 3 videos as part of the event, and they went to a professional studio and recorded those, and they got that as part of the live event takeaway, if you like. So I'm not sure what our plan is, but I'm sure there'll be something in that. So yeah, Facebook Live.
Yeah, and so I have to have a website to have a blog, correct?
Well, ideally, but as I say, in the meantime, you can write a very long post on Facebook, no trouble at all. Yeah. And sometimes actually long posts on Facebook work very well because people are interested, they're in Facebook, they'll keep reading. The other place is on your LinkedIn profile, you can create what's called an article, which we actually advise that when we write a blog on a website, we don't share that article on LinkedIn anyway. We actually rewrite it in LinkedIn natively because you get much better coverage if you rewrite it in LinkedIn rather than just do a post from a link anyway. So in the interim, we've totally got the tools to be able to write.
Is there a reason for me to have an independent blog as opposed to, yes?
For many reasons. One, proof that you exist as a business. People always expect a website.
Yes.
Second of all, when you're on Facebook, you're sending people back to your business website where they can then see the services that you offer. Because on Facebook, all they see is a point of view. The third point is we want Google to be able to pick you up under exit strategy consultant or something like that. Right. So we need to verify your business with Google through a mail drop so that Google actually can show the world that you are actually a real business.
Right.
I have the 3 reasons that we need to do that.
Okay, so I have right now my website, Incomplete,
yes,
is based on is on the platform of lead pages.
Yes, but you had a WordPress site as well, right? That I found.
I have in the past used WordPress, but you couldn't have found it because all the sites that had WordPress, unless and listen, you're talking.
It doesn't have like a red brick wall. I think I did find it at one point.
Well, I have so many. I had a lot of websites that they all got contaminated, or one got contaminated, so they closed down all of them. So I don't think that I have any WordPress sites left. But it's all right now. First, I'm guessing that I should put up a website called Nitsan Gable Exit Strong.
And do you
That's my
own
brand.
that domain?
Excuse me?
Do you own that URL?
No, I'm going to get that now.
Okay.
Because, I was testing it on how people responded, so now I will.
Okay, and it's available, yeah?
If it's going to be Nitsan Gable Exit Strong, nobody else is going to have that, right? Unless I only put on Exit Strong.
Well, let's have a look.
And my thoughts are that Exit Strong is good, but having my name in it also is good. I
absolutely, and also the Exit Strong gives me a little kickback to the American cyclist who had the prostate cancer, and his something
Lance Armstrong, wasn't it? Lance Armstrong, yeah, he had Live Strong.
Yeah, so you can buy Exit Strong for $3,600 Canadian. So I don't think so.
No, I'm not going to yet.
No. But then as you say, when we put your name into it, it's absolutely available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So I would for sure. You have a GoDaddy account?
Yes.
Okay. For sure, I would buy that. Do you do any nonprofit work?
Well, I work with some nonprofits.
Okay. It's just nitsangableexitstrong.org.
Yeah.
Might be worth buying that as well. And that way, if you had, because people know that the .org is for the nonprofit stream.
Yeah.
So it would be on the same website, but it might just go to the giving back page or one of the strands of services that you offer into the community.
I think that's beautiful.
Because normally when you buy one, they try to bundle it up with a couple of others.
Yes.
So I would say I'd buy .com and I would buy .org.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were the two I would buy.
Info I don't need yet.
I don't think so.
Nobody's going to compete with me. No one's going to rush and get it when it's Nitsan Gable Exit.
No.
Or, I'm not. Okay, so another thing that was, so I can build that.
Yep.
And
you had already done some work around the logo, right?
Yeah, I have a logo.
Yep.
So talking to your friend Willie, I asked him if I have a website that's constructed on Lead Pages platform, as opposed to WordPress. I was contaminated on WordPress. I'm just afraid of the whole security issue. And my good friend Jonathan Christian, if you've heard of him, he said, "There's not a worry. You pay, I don't know, $40 a month, and you've got total security." And Willie went,
He would.
He didn't feel that Jonathan was enough of a friend to hide the fact that he didn't trust that. So what's your response?
Well, he doesn't use WordPress.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the reason is he's created his own WordPress similar copy backend.
Yes.
She has invested over the last 5 years over 20,000 hours of equity.
Even taking off 1 0 from that, I wouldn't invest that much.
So, yeah, he is.
Even three zeros, I wouldn't invest that much.
He is so invested down the road in his CRM.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful thing. It's slightly better for Google SEO. It's incredibly robust because of the firewalls that he's put into it. It's a piece of crap to work with. I hate it.
Yes. Okay. So the simple answer is yes, WordPress is a good platform.
Yes.
It can be protected.
Providing you keep it up to date and you have it well secured and you use smart passwords. I'm on WordPress.
Yeah.
Praise God, I've never been hacked in 9 years.
Yeah.
Many people have. But if you keep your
So
plugins up to date,
if it saves me one step right now and
yeah.
one ball of stuff in my mind, if I just build on the lead pages that I have, no big deal now, right?
No. The only thing is, can you write a blog on lead pages?
I will check that one issue, and if I can, then I'll continue, and if I can't, then I'll upload. I've got Viva. I've got the Viva theme.
The theme, yeah.
So
I have lead pages, obviously myself as well. 1 second here. I think you sent me a login for lead pages anyway. I don't think you really can. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Oh, thank you. See, we use lead pages to create pages. So, to give you an example of this one here. This is a plumbing company that we're working with. He's getting rebates from the natural gas company. Mm-hmm. And all we're doing is we're sending people to this. You might have seen him on the call. Sending people to have a conversation with them to talk about the rebates.
Yes.
And this is what we use lead pages for, because it's a beautiful thing. It's simple to create. It's very friendly.
Yes.
To do that. I'm not sure why there we go. So that's Richard. He didn't have a good picture of him. We were in a coffee shop. I said, come on, outside right now.
That's fine. That's fine.
And I use the portrait mode on my phone, which makes the background a little blurry. So it makes him pop out. And I caught his essence. So this is what we use lead pages for successfully. I'm wondering... It's not really a blog. Obviously, you can create text boxes and everything around it. So for a lead generation page that people want to get in touch with you, absolutely, we can use it for that. Maybe for now, because I don't want you to spend any more money. I really don't.
Well, I've got the Viva theme. It's
okay. Would you have the capacity to build it yourself, though? Or didn't you say you and your son built it?
I don't think I could. If I wanted to drag and drop a whole design, but if I just take a ready-made, I don't think it should be a problem. No, I'll spend a few minutes on it, and then I'll make a decision.
Okay. I mean, obviously we build WordPress sites all the time, and when I have a client and we're restricted on time and budget, I have some workarounds to create a very nice looking website very quickly and very cost effectively. But I don't want you to spend any more money if we can help it. So we could just use your LinkedIn profile for your blog and use that for your Facebook and everything to get everybody just back to your LinkedIn profile for the time being.
So I'll just see by doing. I'll learn by the Viva has ready-made themes.
Oh, they all do. Yeah.
Right. So I'll choose. I can just all I'm doing for the lead pages is taking an existing theme.
That's right. That's right.
So, and adjusting it. So
for the short term too, if you have a GoDaddy account, they will host your website and give you all the backup that you need for $12 a month or something like that. It's not the best, but it's definitely it's a workable solution to begin with.
When you say backup,
yeah.
What did you mean backup that I need? To actually back up the site?
No, to give you the technical department, if you like, to get the website up and running and create an email account out of that. So you could be then Nitsan Gable Exit Strong. GoDaddy can do all of that very cost, and we do it too. But if
if I have a Viva theme and I choose it,
you still have to host it somewhere.
Yes. I've Bluehost is where I host.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, okay, wasn't me. I'm hearing a car horn going off, but I think it's safe. So
Yeah. So as far as if from the point of view of my ease, if I've already got Bluehost, if I would just put
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
okay.
Yep. No, that's perfect then.
So I'll try that out, and if it works as well as redesigning what I've got on lead pages, then
and you've got the logo already, as you say.
Yeah.
Just buy the domain and see how you get on.
Right.
Yeah. I just want us to get some paint on the ground so we can show progress.
Yes, definitely.
I know we've had a lot of good conversations, and you've received some really great teaching and training. But my commitment was within 4 weeks, we were going to have you in a position that you could go out to the marketplace and say, let's do a strategy session, and this is who I am.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll devote. I'll get it. I mean, the next few days that's where I'm going to devote.
Perfect.
One last question was about LinkedIn Live.
LinkedIn Live?
Yeah. So there was a woman in the room using LinkedIn Live. She said it's very new, and the advantage of that is many people are not using it. So people who are already on LinkedIn are going to be curious. What's LinkedIn Live about that gives an advantage in the market?
Hey, the early adopters are always. This may be something just in the US, because I personally haven't even heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at my LinkedIn now, because obviously it would be on my phone. And the 3 apps I have is Job Search, LinkedIn Learning, and SlideShare. I know all my apps are up to date because I did that last night. I don't see how I could broadcast on LinkedIn Live. LinkedIn Live. Truthfully, not saying it doesn't exist, but I've never heard of it.
Okay.
And it could be a beta version that some people have got, but I can't see from my mobile device here how I could broadcast. Oh, wait a minute. No, I share an article, photo, video, or an idea. So if I press video.
Well, I just typed into my browser LinkedIn Live, and already LinkedIn has a.
I can make a video that I can put onto my LinkedIn profile, but I don't believe it's live. It's almost live, I guess. I could make this video right now and then post it. I wonder if that's what she was doing. So yes, you can upload a video natively onto your LinkedIn profile that you could create, but I don't think it's a live.
Okay, I
say they may have a beta version that maybe United States that hasn't crossed the border. Not sure.
Well, maybe she just called it LinkedIn Live.
Yeah, you can definitely upload a video to your LinkedIn profile. There's no question about that. I can see that, and that's new for sure. That's very new. But yeah, no, I don't think I think it's live streaming yet.
Okay.
Interesting.
I will contact her and see if I can get more information about it, because she's the one who's using it. And she's a communications, her business is helping personalities get exposure on different media.
For sure. I mean, you're very natural in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that the message is on point. But yeah, it's certainly a tool in our toolbox for sure.
Okay. So I've asked my stuff. Now it's all you.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we need to get some cover images for Facebook, and I don't. Do you have many pictures of you in context of business?
I can get some.
Yeah, because it would be good to. Just trying to think how we would do this. Let's just. Am I still screen sharing?
I have some videos of me that I can extract from that, how I look when I'm presenting.
Yeah. Let me just have a look at this. These are very, very typical, but none of these are actually doing a lot for me, but we need something with a professional office background and you in the front dressed as you were the other day. Yeah, if I'd have thought about it, I could have took your picture at the hotel.
Well, I mean, I can easily get myself photographed at a hotel.
Yeah, but or outside an office block or a revolving door of Trump Towers or that kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, I'll send you what I have, and then I'll go out and have someone shoot me in the proper places.
Yeah, so I thought I was sharing screen then, but obviously I was not. So yeah, I was just looking on Business Broker under Adobe Photo Stock and just to see what was coming up. So
yeah, and I think when I see a website that's using the stock photographs and it's not of the people,
I hate it.
I feel you shortchanged me.
Yeah, you will rarely find any of my websites with stock photography unless I have no option. Sometimes we just, in desperation, have to put some stock in because we're too long down the road and we keep waiting. But
yeah,
ideally, yes, it would, a picture of you with a city background. Actually, Kelly, you know Kelly Semple, right?
Yeah, she was in one of the sessions I participated in.
I know on Kelly, she had a great photograph of her with a city backdrop. There. So we just, what we did here is we overlaid her picture with the city. I think she's in Michigan. Not 100% sure, but just to give some context of her in the world of office training kind of thing.
Yes.
And her video, obviously. These are stock pictures because we didn't have any pictures of her at the time having those conversations.
Yeah.
But there was another one of her. Did we use it in the end? I don't think we did. I may not have just fitted the format, but what Lindsay did was she just put these. Oh, Kelly, what have you done? Oh my word, we did not do that. That's for sure. But yeah, even if we just had a picture of you that we could overlay, and then we found I've got plenty of pictures of Boston right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's your home city, so it would be the easiest place to
yes,
add a backdrop. In fact, I could do that with your Facebook actually for now. I could easily do that. So, okay, so just a thought.
Yeah.
Something around that. So, okay, I will tweak your. I'll add a picture from Boston, just on your page to begin with. I think. Very good. So let's think about those two blog articles and let's see if we could get something sort of percolating in the next day or so we could get some articles on your LinkedIn at the very least.
Okay.
Let's just start that conversation. We're not selling, we're just creating engagement.
Well, the fires in Los Angeles is a perfect one.
Oh, absolutely. As is, the move to Jerusalem.
Yeah, and the move to Jerusalem is about recognition.
Yes. It is indeed. Let me see if I can. See if I can find a. Most of my Boston pictures have not uploaded yet. That's interesting. They're still uploading. I haven't synced my phone for quite some time, so I'll find a Boston picture and I'll put one in.
Thanks.
Very good. That's where we're going to go with this.
Yeah, that's helpful that you walk me through this way of thinking.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for, to be a catalyst to create content.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't have thought of that.
You're welcome.
All right.
And then, if you're around, I have another call just for Q&A in a couple of hours.
Yes. Let me see my schedule. When is yours?
And so it's 10 a.m. Pacific, so that'll be 1 p.m. your time.
For some reason, I don't have it in. Is that something new or?
No, it's the virtual coffee that we host every week at 10 a.m. on a Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had something yesterday that I couldn't attend.
That was the link I just sent you for the video channel, the video productions. Yeah.
Right. So we're talking about 1 p.m. my time, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. I mean, right now, you're the high priority.
Very good. Good to hear.
I have to get that because my biggest, until now, when I went to brokers, I had to get my ebook out. I didn't send you the ebook, so I have to send you the ebook.
Sure.
The 5-minute read. And you'll, I mean, that really, I'm sure you know that sometimes a project takes a few days to really have it bubble up and get mature and then be final. So that really was my baby until the event. And now that I have it, so I'm already going to be, in 2 weeks, I promised, I gave a date at the event, which is the biggest thing you get is when you have to have an event. So, I mean, when you have a date. So I'm going to be presenting a workshop for brokers.
Excellent.
And I mean, my question would be, how do I get people to participate? And I'm going to ask Andrea if it's okay to do that virtually as opposed to renting a room and getting a few people. You know, inviting people to a webinar essentially.
You absolutely could. I would use a webinar to introduce it and let people know. But I would try and find a meeting room and try and get some people in a room so you could talk to them. Maybe even to the point of, rather than selling your services, perhaps sort of saying to them, you know, this is what I do. Do you feel that, you know, as part of the services you offer your clients, that this is something that you would find of use? And if so, how could we best work together? Rather than saying, here I am, this is what I do, hire me.
Well, see, they don't have to hire me. That's the beauty of it.
Okay.
They don't invest and they don't risk.
No, that's true.
So, I mean, all I'm saying is, hey, guy, you've got a list. Most of the people who come to you, in the end, they get stuck.
Yeah.
Here I am, the solution. Let's work together. That's really all I have to say. Because they're not, and not only that, you get paid from the beginning before it's even sold. I mean, what could be better?
Yes. No for question.
So I think my only challenge really is if a person is a successful broker and a good broker, he probably has people he's already working with. So I have to find somebody who isn't going to tell me that. And so my challenge is credibility. That's the only real challenge I have, I think.
And that's where the website and the blogs and the conversations will endorse that.
Right. And that's why right now I had to get that ebook out because it also focused exactly all my messaging.
Excellent. I'd love to read that. Yeah.
And so having had that, now I know if I contact anybody, the first thing they're going to do is type into Google, well, who is this guy? And if I don't have anything, they're going to say, is this guy a real? So even before I mean, I gave the date at the event because that's essential to stay alive.
Okay.
But
When's the date?
the date is in 2 weeks.
My goodness, just before Christmas?
Yeah. I said, I just decided I'm not going to put it off, because even if one person comes,
So what's the date?
what is it, the 19th? What does it go? What was
Okay, 19th, Tuesday.
no, what am I talking about? Yeah, it would be the 19th or the 20th, one of the two. And so it's much more important that I begin than
Absolutely.
be a
Good for
wild
you.
success.
Yeah.
So my challenge would be how to get people in. I could just call up people and ask them, and invite them. I don't know of any other way at the moment that's available to me in this short notice. But what is definite is I've got to have an online presence. Otherwise, it's a lost
You don't
cause.
exist.
I don't exist. Worse than that. I exist in a shady manner. So, that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Highest priority.
Very good. Bless you, my friend.
What do you say?
I said bless you.
Oh, thank you. Bless you too.
I need to go shower and get dressed before my team arrive at 9.
I didn't want to tell you until now. Yes.
So yeah, you get the unshaven, unshowered, but that's okay.
Okay. I will. I will send you some stuff, and we'll reconnect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's good to see you.
Be well.
Bye for now.